Bridging the gap show. It's a D-Dub Hudson, Bridging the Gap show. Rise, glow, 6 to 7, and now you know we roll. Giving you more information for your soul, so you make it through with control. Now here we go, time to build your mentality, vibrations of energy for the music industry. We be who we are, music biz docs, moving off inside the spot, and we never stop. We're giving you topics that you need from 6 to 7, about the information of life and changing weather. It's clever and deep endeavors inside of the spot. Now it's time to register your company and get a lot, get more than you got. Here it is, Music Biz, 6 to 7, where we at? Bridging the gap, that's what we do. Music Biz docs for you, let's go.
I structured a product that's called the Music Industry's Complete Company Startup Package. And we call that, of course, with the first and last, the package. Now, what is in this package? $4,500 plus worth of documents, paperwork that's required in order for you to even possibly succeed in the music industry, okay? We're talking about your articles of organization so that you can actually register an LLC. We provide you with that. It's a one-pager, you know what I'm saying? Now, you want to do electronic registration, you don't even need the hard copy. You just do it on our website. At Music Biz Docs, go to the website, and we have a link at the top where it says register your company now. We have your articles of organization, articles of incorporation, your operating agreement for your LLC. That document alone is going to cost you over $1,000 to acquire, you know what I'm saying, with your legal counsel. And, you know, they charge what they charge. But, of course, you know, the IRS has to get paid, the firm has to get paid, and the attorney has to get paid. Okay, so that's why most fees are as high as they are. You know, it's a business. But we do provide an alternative, you know, to those high costs and startup, and that is the package. Now, we provide that operating agreement and your bylaws for your S Corp or a C Corp, you know, and that's pretty much like an operating agreement, but it's for your corporation. An operating agreement is for your LLC, okay? Now, we give you a marketing promotions plan. Everything's pre-drafted and put together for you, so you just do your own research, pick your cities, you know, the radio stations you want to advertise on, television networks, print advertisement, internet marketing, whatever you're going to do. You structure your own budget, and you put together your campaign, all right? Very, very necessary to have a plan. If you don't have a plan, then you don't know what you're going to do next. You got to have that. You know what I'm saying? Got to have a structure. An investor cover letter is in this package. So let's say that, you know, you have someone who wants to support you. Well, you have to explain what the return is going to be on their financial support. If they're going to grant you seed capital and make an investment into you, how are you going to pay them back? How much are they going to get? You know, it's got to be worded correctly, so we put that together for you as well. You have your sponsorship proposal in the package so that you can structure your tours and get financial support from businesses or corporations and just have them be your sponsor. Sponsorship means the corporations or the business will pay you for the advertisement, whereas you get 100% of the profits coming back to your company. And so many different things you work out with sponsorship, so it's a wonderful situation. You know, so we got that in there for you as well. Now, when it comes to your agreements, mandatory, you need this non-disclosure agreement. We got non-disclosures and disclaimers. That's to protect anyone from stealing your work, protect your trade secrets, you know, during your employees who are going to be working in your company, or individuals who are third-party people, such as a marketing company you may want to, you know, employ or to, you know, activate their services. You know, you don't want anyone stealing your stuff. You know what I'm saying? So you can protect yourself. And we have artist-producer agreements. The artist-producer agreement, that's between the artist and the producer. Most producers out here making beats, selling them for $500, you know, without a contract. Okay, what if that track you sold for $500 goes forward and makes $5 million? You need to have that percentage secured that you're going to get back for your publishing, as well as for the downloads and the usage of your track, because technically you should own 50% of that song if you're the producer. Okay, so you got to secure that with an artist-producer agreement. And we have a popular songwriters agreement. The popular songwriters agreement is for the publishing splittage. Of course, from the publishing companies to the writers of the composition and publishing. And a lot of people say, well, what's publishing? You know, first thing they want you to do is sign this publishing contract in that 360 deal. Well, what is that? That's your lifelong money. That money comes in 65 years after you die. You know, so all your life, the more hits you make with your LLC operating, You should set up a C corporation separate from your LLC in order to build up that wealth. That's money you don't ever have to touch. That's inheritance money to your great grandkids. All right. So we got that contract in there for you as well, and we're giving you an exclusive recording agreement. That's the record deal. Everyone wants a record deal. Sign yourself. Structure a fair deal. Sign yourself. Sign your artists. Some of your partners around you who are good. Set up your company correctly and operate it fairly. You also get an artist management agreement. We provide that because you got a lot of people out here doing business management for the artists, for the producers, but they really may not know all of the duties that are required of them to do this particular position. So the artist management agreement provides and breaks down what an artist is supposed to do and what a manager is supposed to do and what's obligated, okay? Keeping everybody safe. And you're going to get a business management guideline. Now, what that is how do you run a corporation or LLC? How do you do it? Taxation with the IRS, the flexibility of the management of your entity, by the guidelines, by the laws, all right? Now, as you understand, I've talked to you about this package for over 5 minutes. Now, the contents of this package, as I was saying before, it's up in the thousands as far as the value. What do we sell it for online? $100. Why? I want everybody to be able to afford to pursue their dreams. Straight up, you got to be able to afford to make self-investments. Everybody got different situations in life. Some people got to pay rent. Some people got to pay a mortgage. Some people got 3 children, 4 children. Some people got 1 or none. But the reality is everyone got to pay something every month just to survive. Electric bills, gas bills, cell phone, high-speed internet bills, cable. Those are expenses. You got a set amount of income coming in every month and every couple of weeks or every week. You know what I mean? So I'm not trying to do something that you can't afford. I want to make sure that if you make a sacrifice, I can make a sacrifice. I put in the time, put in the work, so we got it developed for you. It's here. We're not going anywhere but up. So it's musicbizdocs.com, and that's the company startup package for all of y'all creators of music and all of y'all intellectual individuals who want to manage the creators of music. Let's all rise with that. Okay. One of the things, man, that people really need to know is also the process and the steps you take to just register any type of company. Regardless what industry you're in, you can register a company. I know in Georgia it's $100 to register an LLC or corporation. I also know that in Illinois it's $500. So it varies from state to state. If you need to find out how much it's going to be to register your company in your state, come to musicbizdocs.com and go to Register My Company Now. Click onto that link on the top of the page in a tab, and it takes you to e-secretaryofstate.com. Okay? All of the state's flags are right there. The fees, the forms, the process, the steps you take, all the things that you would pay an attorney for, you can do it yourself. Register your own company. Save yourself a lot of headaches and a lot of money and a lot of time, because, of course, an attorney is going to put you on the calendar. Now, after you got your company set up, you got it all operating, and you're generating some income, then retain yourself an attorney. Entertainment attorney and a corporate lawyer. Bring them the business. You know what I'm saying? We're not trying to cut anybody out in this industry. Definitely get yourself some legal counsel. You feel me? But as far as starting up your business, you don't have to extend that much out. It's hard enough as it is. You know what I'm saying? But, so once you actually register your company, you can do that through the Secretary of your state, pay the filing fee, turn in the documents that we're going to provide you with as far as your articles, and, you can do it online, of course, so you just do it digitally. And then you have to get an EIN number. Now, it takes anywhere from 5 to 14 business days for them to process your documents. But once that goes through and you're in the state's database, you contact the Internal Revenue Service. That is our partner in business, because you know what? They collect the United States percentages for you to be able to operate your entity. Okay? Now, you got to have full understanding that America, United States of America, is a corporation. She is. Our country is a corporation, all right? And everyone born with a Social Security number is born an employee of the corporation, right off the rip. Now, what you want to do is get partnership with that corporation. You have to get a job. You have to pay your rent. You have to generate money. You have to pay taxes. That means you're an employee. within the corporation. Okay? Now, once you have a partnership established, that means you register your own company. That means you become a CEO and a president within your state. Once you actually become a CEO or president within your state, literally, you have a partnership established with the United States of America, because you can sell products, provide services to all American citizens in any of the states, and also you can analyze all the things that you need to do on your own and secure your life, secure your entire family. All right. We actually have a caller who's on the line. We have a caller. So let me take this call real quick. Hi, caller. You're on the air. How you doing? Hey, how you doing? Are you on the air?
I'm fine. How are you doing, Terrence?
Quite well, quite well. What's going on? Who's this calling in?
This is Keangela. A lot of people know me as Miss Kiki.
How you doing, ma'am? Keangela up in Chicago, right?
That's correct.
What's going on? Glad you called in. Y'all, this is a wonderful opportunity for you guys to hear from one of my friends from Facebook. She's also a client of musicbizdocs.com and a customer and everything. Her name is Keangela. She actually got her company, everything getting jumped off. You want to tell them about your business and what everything's representing?
Yeah, I'd love to. Well, my company is Boss, B.I. I'm sure y'all know the rest. Records. You can't curse on the radio, so.
Right.
But records, and I started everything up through musicbiz.com. And from the beginning, parents, everybody, just anybody who's helped me, just your staff, period, they've been open and helpful, and just pretty much understanding. I've been able to get my LLCs and a lot of other paperwork accommodated and already done for a very, very low rate.
That's absolutely.
Like everything came in a bundle.
Yep. Thank you so much for telling the people what's good. You know what I mean? What's it like up in Chicago? Is it cold up there? I know it is.
Yeah, it's actually cold. It's like 13 degrees the other day.
13 degrees. Wow, we down here in the 70s.
Yeah, weather like that I would love right now.
Yeah. Yep.
I'm sure there are questions maybe that people will have, like, as far as when you start the business and, well, whatever it is that you're pursuing, I'm sure they want to know, like, what's the process, how long it takes.
Right.
Do you get to write things off? Like, if you go, maybe you're going to eat, do you get a business account? How do you start up the business account?
Okay. Yeah, what you do is, actually, that's a real good question, But what you do is, once you register your company and you go through the process, I was just talking about that, as a matter of fact. So you go through the process and you do your state registration. You get your EIN number, right? Then you open up your business account with an average of $100 deposit or anything over that you wish to launch your operations with. Now, as far as what you can write off, once you have your business account and everything open and your company's registered, if you have a vehicle, you can register your vehicle to your company. Write off your mileage, insurance, gas you put in there. You can write off a lot of things with that. With going out to eat, lunchtime, dinner meetings, things like that. You're going to have a meeting, you can write that off, write off your meals that you have throughout the year. Even clothes that you purchase. You can buy your clothes, business attire. And in the music industry, this is one real big thing, Kiki. Check this out. In the music industry, you already know we take a lot of pictures, shoot a lot of videos, right? Imagine being able to go shopping, getting some jewelry, some clothes, maybe even renting a vehicle or whatever you want to do, and you shoot this video or you shoot a commercial, right? All of the funds that you spent during the process of production or in order to create this visual effect, you can write it off to your company. You get to keep the clothes, keep the jewelry, you know?
Really?
You know what I'm saying? So it's like there's a lot of things you can do, you know, and especially in the industry of entertainment, because as long as it can be proven that was done for your business in order to generate revenue, yeah, you're good. You write that off. So I appreciate you asking that question, you know what I'm saying? And yeah, that's how that works. Get yourself a good CPA, you know, certified public accountant. You know, you really get about 2 of them, or an accountant, a bookkeeper, and make sure they don't know each other. You know what I'm saying? That's what, you know, I would suggest. So, you know, you have 2 people keeping your books and your records straight for you, and then you should keep your own books yourself too. Utilizing QuickBooks or something like that. You know what I mean? And that way all your numbers should add up, you know, at the end of each quarter or the end of the year, whenever you want to actually execute your taxes. So, yeah, do you have any more questions?
I mean, so since I'm going to have my own company, and if I'm, you know, I have my own, if I want to sign other artists, can I do that? And is the content that is included in this package, can I do it with that, or do I need to get something else? Or is
everything's complete. Everything's already in the package. There's an exclusive recording contract or agreement that's in that package that you got, and of course you already know. But that document right there gives you the power to secure artists underneath your label, and also to tap into the publishing revenue, which you should definitely get a percentage of. You're gonna commercialize these hits and turn them into hits. You're gonna commercialize songs and turn them into hits. That's gonna generate the publishing from radio play and public usage of the copyrighted compositions. So securing them with that recording contract guarantees you a percentage of the publishing, as well as your sales, the downloads, creative control. Things like that are very important, you know, but it's very important to be fair within that recording contract, you know, because sometimes, you know, artists sign a contract where they may receive an advancement, $350,000. That might be inclusive of their marketing promotions budget and production and things of that nature. But sometimes, you know, as a label spends money, it's all charged to the artist. Artists already end up with about 15% in royalties, and maybe an all-in royalty on that, meaning the producers get paid out of that as well. You know, and the remainder, which might be 9 or 10%, is going to be recouped or reabsorbed for the expenses that the company has extended. The reason that it is so imperative now that everyone starts their own companies, like you have done and like you're doing, and what you're building. The reason it's important is because, first of all, there's not enough room in the majors for everyone to fit. It's just like, you know, trying to get on a professional basketball team. You only have 5 players on the court at a time. How many sitting on the bench? And the rest, well, there's just no room. Everyone's already under contract. The budget money has already been extended. What are you going to do? Wait? No, you shouldn't. You should start your own companies, the same way that I'm speaking to everyone, and get out here and prove your wealth, prove your worth, prove that your music is good, make other people hear you, let the majors come to you. You know, instead of begging for a deal, just create your own deals. And then have them come and offer you distribution. And then you can get a higher percentage, of course. You know, so these are the things that I say do. You know, you don't wait and allow someone else to dictate the speed in which you're going to succeed. So, yeah, you know, set your companies up, sign your artists, and be fair underneath those recording contracts. I hope that was thorough. Was that a thorough answer for you?
Yes, it's very thorough, and I mean, it's made it so convenient. I don't see why anyone would go through all of the trouble of begging for a deal when, you know, you can create your own deals and you can live in the same lifestyle as a lot of big name artists.
Right.
You know, without having to cut all of these people in for, you know, for your proceeds, basically.
That's right.
So I mean, that's great. And I mean, I'm glad that I've, you know, started my business with you and with your company. You guys have made me feel comfortable. I will get right on it.
Bridging the gap show. It's a D-Dub Hudson, Bridging the Gap show. Rise, glow, 6 to 7, and now you know we roll. Giving you more information for your soul. so you make it through with control. Now here we go. Time to build your mentality. Vibrations of energy for the music industry. We be who we are. Music biz docs moving off inside the spot. And we never stop. We're giving you topics that you need from 6 to 7 about the information of life and changing weather. It's clever and deep endeavors inside of the spot. Now it's time to register your company and get a lot. Get more than you got. Here it is. Music biz 6 to 7. Where we at? Bridging the gap. That's what we do. Music biz docs for you. Let's go.